to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. This is Hambone, and today we're going to do a reading for Leo. Don't bite me. Let's call in spirit with some wind chime time. I hope you're having as much fun as I am over there, whatever you're doing. I hear Europeans have a short week. I think Thursday and Friday off, so I'm excited for you. I hope you have a lovely holiday weekend. And all you Americans, I hope you enjoyed the holiday weekend we just had. We had lots of storms here, so it was kind of lame, but all right, let's see. I think we're going to start with the Tattoo Tarot here for you today. What do we have for Leo, please? Starting off with my least favorite card. I don't like it, Leo. This is the Seven of Swords. So, for those of you who watch tarot, you know the Seven of Swords is somebody who's being a little sneaky. They might have some dishonesty or machinations. Something that they're plotting, moving in silence. Sometimes it's not always bad, but we'll see. What's the next one here? What else do we have for Leo? Then we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So I feel like somebody is hiding, wanting to take action towards something, but also they have a little bit of hesitancy towards it. They're not sure if they can really make it work. With the Eight of Wands here, it looks like this is something that this person is talking to another individual about a lot. Like there's a lot of back and forth. So I feel like somebody is asking whether or not it's time to just like call it quits on a relationship and walk away. This doesn't have to be a romantic. It could be, you know, a business partnership or a friendship or a family member. But I think what the sneakiness is somebody thinking to themselves, I don't know if I really want to keep coming back to this. Like, almost like a feeling like you're dealing with the same problems over and over again. We have the Empress. One more for Leo. There is a concern about how to get to a situation that is less chaotic with the Six of Swords in the reverse. I feel like it's kind of hard for this Empress to figure out a plan that leaves her in a better situation. What else do we have for Leo? So this could be like finances are a little bit limiting or very limiting. We have the Hierophant here to clarify the Seven of Swords. There's somebody in this situation. It could be a relationship because the Hierophant could be like a higher level commitment, like a marriage. It could also represent somebody who's like godly or you know, a religious figure. So this could be like somebody who you would expect to be good at making apologies because they speak about their beliefs, not with the Page of Cups here in the reverse, not being willing to make an apology. Or it could be somebody feeling that their beliefs don't align with apologizing anymore. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse. This communication gave insight to probably you, Leo, but it could have been the other person. Take it how it resonates. That came across as bad news. Like, basically, like, okay, so you're not going to change that behavior, is the energy I'm picking up here. Like, that's just who you are. You're an asshole. Five of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, somebody decided to, like, put down their weapons and walk away. Like, I'm sick of fighting with you. We have the King of Cups clarifying the Empress. I keep getting drawn to the eyeball on the King of Cups card, so I feel like this masculine energy was a little bit controlling and maybe watched this Empress, like waiting for her to do something wrong. And I feel like he cried fake tears to try to control this feminine energy. This Empress could be pregnant, but she doesn't have to be. This could actually just be a representation of a really creative person or a really successful, like, entrepreneur that has an idea or a business. But do you see how the tears are coming from the flowers and not the eyeball? Like, this dude is pretending to be hurt over something because he doesn't want to apologize. And we have the Two of Wands coming out to clarify, excuse me, the Six of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so I feel like the reason the Empress hasn't moved to smoother waters yet is because she literally hasn't moved yet. With the Two of Wands, somebody is trying to figure out whether or not they want to move, like, across the city or across the world. Like, yo, you piss me off so much, I don't want to see, like, anybody related to you. All right, and then we have the Five of Wands clarifying the Hierophant. So I think now is a good time to bring up the numbers here. We have the Hierophant, the Five of Swords, and the Five of Wands now. So that's 3 5s. 5 is all about change. So I feel like the transformation here that the Empress is going through is what is going to be making it easier for her to move into this, like, smoother waters or easier life. And there could be something really important here about being willing to go it alone, because the cards that are difficult of those 5s are the ones that imply, like, conflict with other individuals. So it could be really important to kind of emulate, you know, a Virgo and be a bit of a hermit. And then the 8s, we've got the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Cups right next to each other here at the beginning. The general message with those two, aside from the obvious being that if the number 8 is important to you, maybe it's your life path number or something like that. Maybe 5 is, something like that. You're born in 88. This is making me think a lot about, like, the infinity symbol, which is, like, obviously the 8 turned on its side, right? But also success. So I feel like Spirit wants to make sure that you have hope and realize that sometimes literally the only thing standing in between you and your success is walking away from somebody who would stop you from that success. So if there's somebody in your life who doesn't know how to contribute or support, you know, you in your efforts, whatever it is that you're trying to build, then those blessings get held back until you address that weakness, I'll say. I say it cautiously because I don't want you to take offense, but I have no room to judge anyone on that. So Here we have the Six of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like Leo, you or your person, there's like a realization here that the memories have primarily just been fighting. This Five of Wands is about low-level conflict. So I feel like this clarification of the Hierophant with the Five of Wands is talking about a lot of fighting. And the Six of Cups in the reverse kind of confirms that even when there was an apology or an effort to make something right, it didn't really come across with genuine care or love. And here we have the Four of Swords clarifying the Page of Wands in the reverse. Somebody is taking time to themselves, just like I was recommending, so hopefully that's you. Just, a little bit of time away from people, a little bit away from, the chaos and stress, so that you can focus on healing whatever it is that you have gone through. So, Ace of Cups. So it's kind of like almost a math equation at this point in terms of reliability and consistency from my experience. You walk away from a situation, a friendship, a family member, a love interest that isn't working, or maybe you're refusing to acknowledge couldn't work, and then in comes love. So we have the Eight of Cups, the Five of Swords in the reverse, and then the Ace of Cups. I'm going to walk away. I don't want to fight anymore. Oh, new love? Cool. All right. What else do we have for Leo, please? So we have the 10 of Wands in the reverse. Somebody has put down those burdens, which is apparently quite literally this King of Cups. So if that's you, do some healing and get some new love of your own. But yeah, it looks like somebody here was not really willing to hold themselves accountable. And by letting go of this situation, this Empress is able to release burdens that had held her back and may have been a little bit controlling with the Magician in the reverse. But there's this I get with this Two of Wands, there's this newfound sense of freedom. I can go anywhere I want. I have money. I have a job. I can do what I want. So I feel like there's some trepidation or some fear, but also some excitement. We're going to get just a couple cards from the Situations deck for you. So we have realization, awareness, finding out. Yeah, I think the Seven of Swords is meant to say somebody had to be kind of closed-lipped about how they felt about the relationship and their desire to leave it. And then we have Unconditional Love. I think this is about somebody realizing that genuine or unconditional love wouldn't have the battles and issues that this person had gone through, and that's why there was an ending to this relationship. Then we have, I don't know if this was, it was kind of facing me when I looked at it, but we have Verge, about to confess. So because we have the Ace of Cups here, I believe this is supposed to be in the upright. Somebody might have noticed that you have made your departure from one relationship and view it as kind of like a green light, all right, game's on, now I gotta make her mine, because they view you as a soulmate. So expect some kind of communication here. Hey, I heard you're single. All right, cleansing. This is clarifying the Magician in the reverse. So I feel like this is Spirit saying, hey, you had some negative energy in your life. You need to get that shit out. So find some sage or some Palo Santo or whatever you want to do. Something that actually can help you feel like the negative energy has vacated the premises. All right, and then we have, oops. Yeah, this person's a little excited they're on the chase. And with projected future days, weeks, or months, I'm being tied or like drawn into weeks. So I feel like this is going to happen in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to get a couple of Spirit Animal Oracle. They're like an old favorite that's come back into favor, you know? And see what kind of advice we can get for you guys. What do we have for Leo, please? So we have Parrot Spirit. That's so funny. That came out in the last one. Watch your words. So maybe it's a fire sign thing. You've been through a lot, and I get it, Leo, but we want to make sure that we're not doing anything that could be misconstrued as petty or lowering yourself to somebody else's standards. So one rule of thumb that I have when I send like a text or an email through, especially if I'm in a kind of like sassy mood, is I challenge myself to ask, what can I take out of it? What do I not need to say? What is just like straight bitch? Because it does happen. All right, and then we have Wolf Spirit. So turn knowledge into wisdom. You have the ability to take your experience and fold that in with the knowledge or logic you already have in your brain. So make sure you're leveraging that when you're watching your words. All right, what else do we have for Leo? Then we have Horse Spirit. Freedom is yours. That's that Two of Wands energy I was picking up on, right? Somebody feels like, okay, well, like, I can make my own decisions. I don't have to be beholden to anybody. I know, you know, there are things that I need, but, like, I can make that happen. And then we have Mouse Spirit. Tend to the small things. So this is probably about somebody needing to move. There's going to be, you know, a decent amount of detail in terms of finding this new situation. So make sure you're doing due diligence to that so that you can be in your happiness as soon as possible. So I hope you enjoyed the reading today, Leo, and that you have a wonderful rest of your day.